Hello, hello. My name is Leanna, and I am the provider that you will be seeing today at the ASMR OBGYN clinic. It's nice to meet you. Let me just pull up your chart on the computer real quick, if that's okay. Do you mind confirming your first and last name for me? Thank you. Looks like this is your first time. Yeah, no, I completely understand. It looks like you're coming in for some vaginal discharge concerns. You just feel like it's been a different color than what you're normally used to. Okay. What color would that be? Gotcha. Okay. And how long has that been going on for? Okay. Any burning, urinary symptoms? Do you feel like you pee more often, you go to the bathroom more often, or you have like an urgency? Nothing like that. Is there like a strong smell to it at all? A different smell than what you're normally used to? Okay. Yep, understood. It looks like medically speaking, you have no known medical history, right? Okay. No surgeries that you've ever had? Just your tonsils? Okay. Do you know what year that was or how old you were? Okay, gotcha. Okay. And then, are you sexually active? Have you ever been? Are you in a relationship at all? No. Never been? Okay. Well then, yeah. Yep, that totally makes sense. Okay. Yeah, no, that's no problem at all. And I do have to ask, any forms of birth control that you take, though, even for non-contraceptive reasons? Or do you smoke, alcohol use, anything like that? Okay. And since you're new here, I do just want to confirm, have you ever been to an OBGYN office before? You have not, so never had a pelvic exam or anything like that? Okay. It's been stressing you out. All right, not a problem. Let me grab some notepad here. Now, recently, have you used any new like products in the area at all that you may have picked up over the counter, like lotions, creams? Nothing like that. Do you wear thongs at all? Any new detergents? No. How about any body washes? Have you been using any like scents or fragrance in the area, just kind of when you scrub your whole body? You have them? Okay. It was something recently gifted to you. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a chance that that could have caused it for sure. But you're not having like outside irritation right now. You don't see any bumps or anything, right? Okay. All right. So, what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you, I'm just going to take your vital signs. We'll just get your blood pressure. We'll get a temperature check, and then I'll kind of walk you through what the testing options are, as well as what the screening process looks like. And then me and you can kind of decide together what would be the best course of action for you, okay? But I just want to give you reassurance that, like, if you are really not mentally prepared or ready to get examined down there, there are ways that we can kind of, work around that. So I'll come back to that in a second. But are you okay with me just doing your blood pressure and checking your temperature? Cool. And do you know roughly how tall you are and how much you weigh? Okay, awesome. So let me put all that down. I am just going to sanitize my hands. Yeah, I mean, coming to the OBGYN definitely stresses people out more so than anything, so I totally get it. All right, let's grab the pressure cuff here. Do you want me to use this arm? Okay. Let's just wrap that in there. there. Give me 1 second. Your blood pressure is a little high at 134/88. I'll take some of the air out here. Okay. So I'm going to kind of help you here. Just slide your arm out. There you go. All right. First. So let me take this off here. I am just going to sanitize my hands. And then I'm going to put on gloves just to do the temperature check. It is a sublingual, so it's going to get placed underneath your tongue, okay? Just want to make sure you're ready for that. I swear, me and the gloves have been having a little battle today, so apologize if this takes longer than usual. There we go. Right. Okay, very good. Let me grab my temperature box here. And we will grab the probe cover. Let's do an alcohol swab. There we go. Like I said, this is just going to go right underneath your tongue. Okay. There we go. Pardon my reach. Okay, your temperature is normal today. It is a beautiful day outside right now, considering that it is freezing. All right, but like the sun is out, so it looks so pretty. Sorry. All right, so let's talk about like what your screening options are here. Okay. Now, how familiar are you with just like our general anatomy? You know, like vulvar anatomy, what we see on the outside. Think you kind of have the basic knowledge down? Okay. So whenever someone comes in with vaginal discharge concerns, we can kind of go about this in different ways, especially if our patients have never been sexually active. I have some patients that are okay with me doing what we call a pelvic exam, which is when I take a look on the outside area of the vulva and the labia, so like the lip area, make sure I don't see any concerning moles, bumps, lesions, that sort of thing. I also have some patients that are okay with me doing an internal examination. And what that is when I take a device called a speculum, so that for the pelvic, I actually insert it and I'm able to see your vagina, note your vaginal health, and actually see what discharge, might be of concern to you, and rule out things like polyps and abnormal lesions inside of the vagina. And then the final exam, or final part of the pelvic exam, would be when I put lubricant on my glove, insert my glove to see if you have any notable tenderness or if I feel any masses or cysts. Now, with you having not been sexually active before, I kind of go about this in different ways. I try to see your comfort level with a pelvic exam, whether it's just the outside portion, the outside and inside portion, kind of whatever you're thinking. And then outside of that, we can always go into the actual test itself. So especially in non-sexually active patients, it's common for us to get BV or yeast, and BV is a common pH imbalance that can happen in the vagina, or a yeast infection. And some of these things can be caused from using scented body washes, soaps, detergents. I always tell people down there is kind of like our face. You know, we all have certain skincare routines that suit us the best. It's just a matter of some of us being maybe more sensitive to certain products than others. So just for like reference, this is what a speculum looks like. This is what would get inserted to take a look in the vagina and collect. The other option is I can perform just a vaginal swab that will test for BV and yeast. And biggest difference, of course, is what we're inserting, right? So in the most comprehensive option, we would insert the speculum, take a look, and then I'll take a Q-tip swab, kind of swirl it around, take it out and send it out. Or we go without the speculum completely, but that would basically mean that we can't see anything necessarily. So we're getting rid of the assessment with the eyes. And then we just use the swab collection, where I would take it, it's about this size, insert it, swirl, and then put it in the specimen container. Now, if you are not comfortable with me examining you at all, especially considering we just met, so I would completely understand, I can always give you this swab, kind of show you right now how to use it, and then give you some privacy, and you can do like a self-swab where you sort of collect the specimen the best that you can and you put it in the container. So as far as like urine samples go, we would ask for this just so you know for the future if you were having urinary concerns, or we're also able to screen for sexually transmitted infections off of a urine as well in the event that you didn't want to swab. So we have a lot of options depending on what exactly we're screening for and what we may think is going on. But what are we thinking? Do you want a full pelvic exam with the speculum? Do you want no speculum but me to do the swab? Or would you like to just collect the swab by yourself? You want to collect it yourself? Okay, so let me show you how to use this then, okay? So as you know, or may not know, for our anatomy down below, there are 3 holes, right? So the highest or the top hole would be your urethral opening, where the pee comes out, okay? And then below that would be the vaginal opening, or where when you're on your menstrual cycle, where the blood comes out. And then below all of that, you'll have an area of skin, and then right at the bottom of it will be your anal area, and that's where, you know, the poop comes out. So this swab is a vaginal swab, so it's going to go in the middle of those 3 holes, okay? So I'll give you a mirror because I feel like it may be a little challenging with that one. But this is the specimen container. You are just going to take this out, and then to the best of your ability, you're going to insert it into that vaginal opening, and you kind of want it right where the black is, and then you're just going to kind of swirl it around those vaginal walls the best that you can, okay? And then I would say maybe like 10-15 seconds if you're comfortable with that. And then once you do that, you can take it out, and then what you'll want to do is you can put it inside the specimen container, and where that black line is, it snaps. So you'll snap it, then you'll close it, and then I'll be back in to check on you just to make sure everything went okay and that you're having no concerns. Does all of that make sense? Okay, cool. So I am going to leave this then for you on the thing over here. I'm going to have to go grab you a mirror to make sure you're all set there. Do you feel like you'll need anything else from me before I kind of give you some privacy? You feel like that all makes sense? Awesome. And then, yeah, we'll have the results in a couple days. And of course, I'll call you if it does show the BV or yeast. You know, I always tell people our vaginas are very self-cleansing. So sometimes they're even able to correct themselves. And that's why you may have noticed that your symptoms maybe got better as time went on after you used it. But we'll just make sure that, you know, especially if you're still noticing an uncomfortable odor that you're not used to, that there is no like active pH imbalance or BV, okay? Yeah, no, not a problem at all. So I'm going to give you some privacy. I will be back to check on you in like 5-10 minutes, okay? Yeah, no problem at all. You are so welcome. All right, I'll give you some privacy now.